All right, let's dive into a vehicle that's really trying to shake things up in the premium SUV world, the 2026 Mazda CX-90 Hybrid. We're going to break down all the key details to help you figure out if Mazda's new flagship is the right ride for you.
So, let's start with the big question this SUV is trying to answer. Can you actually have it all? Is it possible to get awesome performance and smart hybrid efficiency in one big family-friendly package? That's the promise, so let's see if it holds up.
First things first, let's get a handle on what the CX-90 actually is. You got to understand this is a huge step for Mazda as they push deeper and deeper into that premium market. This is Mazda's top-of-the-line machine. It's a plug-in hybrid SUV that's been built from the ground up to mix serious power with great fuel efficiency, and then wrap it all in a bunch of luxury features. The goal here is pretty clear. They want to grab the attention of folks who are looking for that premium feel, but maybe without the sky-high price tag. Now, you're going to hear the term PHEV thrown around a lot. It just stands for plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. And all it means is, unlike a regular hybrid, you can actually plug this car into the wall to charge its battery. This lets you drive on pure electric power for your short trips, while the gas engine is always there, ready to go for longer drives. Kind of the best of both worlds. And who's behind this? Well, it's Japan's Mazda Motor Corporation. And if you know Mazda, you know they are famous for two things: building cars that are a blast to drive with really sporty handling, and for having interiors that feel way more expensive than they are. That's the DNA they've tried to put into this big SUV, which is built right here in North America and at their other plants around the world. Okay, let's get to the fun stuff, performance. We're going to pop the hood, so to speak, and look at the numbers that really define how this thing drives. The first number you need to know is 323. That's the total horsepower you get when the gas engine and the electric motor are working together. And what that really means is you've got all the power you need for confident passing on the highway and just smooth, effortless driving. And all that power, it translates to some serious get up and go. The CX-90 Hybrid can launch from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5.9 seconds. I mean, let that sink in. For a big, 3-row family SUV, that is seriously quick. But of course, power is only half the equation for a hybrid, right? The other half is efficiency. The EPA estimates you'll get 56 mpge. That E stands for equivalent, and it's how they measure efficiency when you combine gas and electric driving. The bottom line? That number represents some huge potential savings at the pump compared to a traditional SUV. So, how does it all come together? This chart lays it out perfectly. You've got a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine, which is paired up with a pretty beefy 17.8 kilowatt-hour battery. Together, they don't just make that 323 horsepower, they also crank out a massive 369 pound-feet of torque. And that torque is what gives you that instant, strong pull the second you touch the pedal. Now, this is a really crucial number for anyone looking at a plug-in hybrid. The CX-90 can go up to 25 miles on nothing but electricity. Just think about your daily routine for a second. Running errands, school drop-offs, maybe your commute to work. A lot of that could be done without using a single drop of gas, as long as you plug it in at night. So it performs well, but you spend all your time inside the car. So let's switch gears and talk about the cabin experience, starting with all the tech and safety features it's packed with. Step inside the CX-90 and it feels like a modern command center. You're immediately greeted by two huge 12.3-inch screens, one for your gauges and the other for all your media and navigation. And check out the convenience here: wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, and a wireless phone charger. Finally, no more tangled cables. Plus, if you love your music, a premium Bose sound system is available on the higher-end models. And that tech-forward approach definitely extends to safety. Mazda has loaded this thing with a whole suite of advanced driver assistance systems. Features like lane keep assist and blind spot monitoring are kind of like having a safety co-pilot along for the ride, just helping you stay aware and secure. It's really all about making driving less stressful and giving you more peace of mind. And now we get to the question that's on everyone's mind. What's this all going to cost? Let's break down the pricing and see exactly where the CX-90 stands in the market. Okay, so the hybrid model starts just under the $50,000 mark for the touring trim. As you can see, if you want more features and luxury touches, you can move up to the premium and the top-of-the-line signature trims, which will put you in the mid-50s and low 60s. Honestly, for a 3-row plug-in hybrid with this much power and tech, that's a very competitive price range. So we've hit on the power, the tech, and the price. In this last section, let's pull it all together to help you decide if the CX-90 is really the right SUV for what you need. So, who is the perfect owner for this vehicle? Well, see if this sounds like you. You need seating for the whole family, or just a lot of space for long trips. You're definitely a tech person who appreciates a modern cabin and the latest safety gear. And crucially, you love the idea of hybrid efficiency for your daily commute, but you still want the freedom of a gas engine for those big weekend road trips. So let's weigh the pros and cons. On the plus side, you get fantastic acceleration and a really premium, tech-heavy interior, all with great hybrid efficiency. The trade-off? Well, that 25-mile electric range is just okay. Some key competitors can get you over 30 miles. And while the CX-90 feels really spacious for passengers, all that hybrid hardware means the cargo space is a little bit tighter than some of its non-hybrid rivals. And that brings us to our final big question. With that 25-mile electric range as its main limitation, does the Mazda CX-90 Hybrid really strike that perfect balance between premium luxury and everyday practical use for you? Ultimately, that answer is going to depend on how you drive every day. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe my channel.